Hi, welcome back to Beauty on the Way. If it is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell. That way you will get notified anytime that I make a new video. So today I am super excited because I'm going to be reviewing some products from Thrive Causemetics. And if you've never heard of Thrive Causemetics, they are a cosmetic brand company that likes to give back to women. And so I will make sure to link their link below so that you can get the information if you'd like to on their mission statement and all of those things. And also if you want to grab any of the products that I review today, you can do that as well. So before I get started, I want to make a little disclaimer. I used press-on nails for the first time in like years today. I don't know why I decided to do it, but I grabbed these Kiss acrylic nails. I will link those below too. I actually really like them. I feel like they don't really look like press-on nails, and I feel like they're gonna actually like last, which is crazy. They've come a long way since the last time I have used them. But anyways, that's not even important. So, okay, I'm gonna start by talking about one of my favorite Thrive Causemetics things, and that is the Overnight Sensation Brightening Sleep Mask. So this is supposed to give you a smoother skin, hydrated skin, and it definitely does what it says it's going to do. So I feel like when I use this mask, my skin the next day feels super hydrated and bright. What you do is you just do your regular skincare routine, which I can also link some of my skincare routine items below. But after you do that, you just apply this face mask all over your face, and you just sleep in it, and then the next day you just wash it off and go about as you would regularly. So I really like it because first of all, it smells really good and it just feels really good on the skin. It's very soothing. It doesn't feel sticky. Like right when you first apply it, it feels a little bit sticky, but after just a minute of it like just saturating into your skin, it feels really good and I love it. And the smell is so refreshing. So if you are looking for some type of mask to do to hydrate your skin, I highly recommend Thrive Causemetics mask. And this is, like I said, the Overnight Sensation. I really like it. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk about the Filtered Effects Blurring Primer by Thrive. So I don't know if I am a really good person to necessarily talk about primers just because I've never really worn them or really have much to compare it to. I will tell you that unless you are just like super oily, I don't think that you need this and a setting powder. That's just my opinion. Everybody's different. You might try it and feel differently, but I feel like when I use this primer that it definitely makes my makeup more of a matte finish, which I used to love that, but now that I use a cream makeup, I really like more of a dewy finish, and I don't want it to be like super like extremely dewy, like a really wet look, but I don't know that I like my makeup anymore to be super matte finish either. So if you do like a really matte finish, this goes on and it feels it's hard to explain, and the only word that I can think of is chalky, but not like chalky in the sense that you feel it like it's like textured on your skin. It just like the way it feels when you're applying it, that's the only way that I know how to explain it. But it definitely gives you that more matte finish, and I do feel like it helps keep your makeup on longer and last longer. So if you love a primer, I would suggest trying this out and seeing how you like it. Okay, next up I'm going to talk about the setting powder. So this is their only setting powder, I believe. It's called Filtered Effects Soft Focus HD Setting Powder. It is a translucent matte powder, which I will only use a translucent powder with the makeup that I use, because if I were to use a color, it would just mess up the whole look. But I really actually love this powder, and I wanted to like use this stuff for a kind of a little while to give you a very honest review of how I feel about it, because the very first day, like I said, I used the primer and the powder, and I felt like it was too much. I felt like it dried out my makeup too much. So now when I use one or the other, I really like it. So I would say that I prefer to use this powder over the primer if I'm going to have to choose one or the other. And that's just, like I said, my personal preference. But I really like the look of it. So I'll show you the top, and then it unscrews, and it has like this little white pan type thing, and you just open it up. And I really like this because I use my SEINT Beauty brush, and I just dip it right into that. And it's like a little mesh. I don't know if you can tell, like a little mesh covering. So the powder doesn't just like fly out every time you open it, which I really like. But yeah, the powder is really, it works really well, especially like with wearing a mask and everything. I feel like it really sets your makeup really well. And I don't actually put powder over my entire face. I actually just put it in the places that I feel like, one, gets oily, or two, will get affected if I do have to wear a mask. I will say that I definitely feel like it works, and it helps set your makeup really well, and it doesn't give you like a super dry finish. So I really, 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 for that reason, love this powder. Okay, next up, I'm going to talk about the eyebrow pencil. This actually works really well, and but I will say that I wish that I had gotten a lighter color, because I feel like I have to really like layer it and layer it and layer it to get it to my eyebrows to be dark enough. And I got the blonde pencil. They kind of give you like a little, you scroll through and it says if you have blonde hair, get the Christina, this one's the Christina. They have a different color. So I would say, unless you just really either A, have really good eyebrows and you don't need a lot of color and you're just literally kind of just filling them in, this could be a good color if you're a blonde. But if you like your eyebrows to be a little bit on the darker side as a blonde, I would suggest going a step up from the Christina, because I just feel like I have to layer it a lot in order to get the color that I want. And I feel like if I had gotten this step up from this, that it would be perfect and I wouldn't have to do that. So yeah, I really like this. I just, like I said, wish that I had gotten a darker color. Alright, and the last thing that I have tried by Thrive is their mascara, which is like apparently supposed to be the holy grail of mascaras. I have heard so many people talk about it, say that they love it, and want to know the first thing, that my first impression when I took it out of the box was, wow, this is like heavy for a mascara. I couldn't believe how heavy it felt. But it's just a really nice packaging and really good quality. And I will show you what the brush looks like. So this is what the brush looks like, which I love, because I don't really love a mascara that has like a super thick brush. I just feel like it doesn't go on well. It doesn't really work well for me. But this one has my favorite type of brush, and I love it. So this is supposed to give you like the lash extension look. It does have the fiber lash in it. So whenever you remove your makeup, it kind of comes off in like a tube, which is really weird, but until you like try it out, you won't really understand what I mean. But it's like really crazy how it comes off. But let me just say this, I had really like high hopes for this mascara, because I had just like heard so much about it, so many people love it, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if this is gonna be like the one that beats them all. And if I'm honest, the first time I used it, I was like, oh, I don't think. But I also feel like sometimes it takes like a few times of wearing a mascara to really know if you like it. Because first of all, I feel like the first application never is like the best. Like I feel like you have to use a mascara a couple of times for it to be like at its best. And I know that sounds weird, but that's just how I feel. But so the very first time I used it, I wasn't really super impressed. And then after I just stuck with it, because I really wanted, like I said, to give a really good review. And so I stuck with it, and I've been wearing it, and I do feel like I like it better than I did originally. I would say that most people are probably gonna love it, but I will be honest with you, I use Maybelline Lash Stiletto, and I really wish that I had it sitting right here with me. I don't think that I do. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I have it right here. So this is what I typically use, which is Maybelline Lash Stiletto. And I feel like this made me appreciate this because I realized that my lash stiletto was really giving me a lot of length where I didn't really realize it was. But I feel like the Thrive mascara is a little bit more, and I don't want to use the word clumpy, but maybe just gives you a lot more volume than like a normal, like my Maybelline Lash Stiletto one does. But I am wearing it right now, so I'm going to kind of get a little bit close up so you can see and maybe like judge for yourself if you feel like it looks good. But I will keep using it, and I will probably reorder it because I don't hate it. So I feel like everybody should give it a try. And like I said, I'm going to link it below so that you can try it out and see what you think. And I would love to know what you think in the comments if you've tried it before. And then if there's any other Thrive Cosmetic thing that you are curious about, let me know. And maybe I can try it out and give you a review on it. But as always, if you would like to know what makeup I am wearing, it is SEINT Beauty. It is all-in-one compact. It's completely customizable, so you can have all of your colors in one compact. And what's awesome is, like, if you are a girl who loves to get a spray tan, you can have your spray tan colors and your non-spray tan colors all in your compact together, and you don't have to like buy a different color or whatever. You can have them all right there. And so I really like that. So if you want to get color matched, I can color match you virtually, and I will put that link below as well. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask anytime. And as always, I am super thankful for you watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody who might want to hear about Thrive Causemetics, and you can always go back to my channel and check out any of the other videos that I've done so far. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye!